Hey, all of you beautiful souls out there. I wanted to make a video today on the love frequencies and the miracle tones. Um, I had, the end of last month, I was filming our Bridging Cultures documentary out here in Los Mochis. And for you guys who saw our video, the documentary Editing House, you know that I was in Puerto Peñasco, Mexico, or Rocky Point, Mexico, for about the last 15 days. And 2 nights ago, I just came back down here, did the 12-hour drive from the border city of Rocky Point all the way down to Los Mochis, which is where we filmed the documentary. And I'm going to be here for about a month because everything in Arizona is locking back down. And Los Mochis out here, which is like a tropical beach city with delicious food. Everything's opening back up. The gyms, the restaurants, everything's opening back up. So I'm going to be out here probably for about a month. And I would say in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I am going to go on some exploring. Historical and beautiful, natural exploring. Not the clubs. Or maybe, a couple lifetimes ago. But now where I'm at in my life, I want to experience life that I love. I love life. We are life. And in about a week and a half, I'm going to take you guys along with me. I'm going to do a weekly video log. And I attempted to edit a weekly video log for when we were in Rocky Point and we had a private beach. We had an Airbnb right next to a private beach too. And all kinds of fun adventures. But we only had our cell phone camcorders. I must be getting old. Camcorders? Camcorders? Really? But we only had our cell phones. And I said, nah, no one's going to really find this entertaining. So I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to have our camera girl Magda. By the way, if you live in Mexico or you ever need a camera girl, Magda's the way to go. She also edits videos. She's editing our documentary right now with me. And I'm going to have her go with me and do that. Now, anyways, today someone had requested me to make a video on the love frequencies. And real quick, I always say real quick, and then it turns into like a 15-minute conversation. Real quick, guys, I wanted to talk to you about why I don't make videos like this anymore, or like once every 2 or 3 weeks, besides me being busy, with the documentary and writing my book that I'm just about done with, the second book, and then I'm going to release both of them the end of this year, my fantasy books, which are going to give Lord of the Rings a run for their money, by the way, just saying. But anyways, guys, I began to realize something recently in my meditations. And for those who don't know, I'm not saying this to brag or boast. I don't need random people to love me or accept me. I already love and accept myself. But for credibility purposes, for all of you people who are not fools or stupid out there and just listen to or believe or do whatever some random person on the internet tells you that's still living with their parents or whatever, I've had the privilege in just 8 years to go from cleaning poop off of toilets and pushing in grocery carts when it was 110 degrees outside in Arizona. In 8 years, I self-improved, actually improved and mastered over 30 jobs and tons of relationships. And go watch my video with Dancing with Death, diversity. And I'm very grateful to be where I'm at now, where I'm traveling the world and making these documentaries that connect cultures together. We focus on the good side of cultures, the 90% of cultures, 95% of cultures that you won't see on the news for many reasons. And that's a different video you can go watch. But we connect cultures together. And I get to travel the world and experience amazing things while I do that. This is our first documentary we're going to release in about 2 weeks. And I run my international businesses. I trade full-time. That's my main source of income. I'm a full-time cryptocurrency trader. I also sometimes dwindle with the stock market, but I don't like waking up early. I like to sleep in. I laugh because it sounds crazy and it sounds, spoiled. But, I earned it through hard work. There's no old money here. This was all earned. And my point was, you learn a thing or two after you master 30 jobs and you travel the world and you talk to over 1 million people in person from around the world. You learn a thing or two. But while I'm at the peak of my life right now, curing diseases all around the world, our YouTube channel after 7 months is really starting to break out some of our subliminal affirmations and videos. And the Facebook page is at 42,000 supporters, and we're gaining hundreds more every single day. I started to finally realize something, guys, at this point in my life, that I don't even think all of the self-help gurus that I grew up, or little boy Luke grew up watching, understand. Or it's something I think a lot of people understand, but they just don't need to vocalize it on social media or the internet. And I'm beginning to realize, and I understood this, and a lot of you guys already understand this. A wise man or a wise woman does not try to force somebody to change. Because the more you try to force somebody to change, the more you burn your own self out. You can't force anybody to change. They have got to want to change with their own will. And I don't want to go into religion, but it makes me wonder sometimes if these religious people preach about, oh, there's no such thing as free will, but then I'm like, well, why can't you get someone to convert to your religion? Simon says, touch your head. Simon says, touch your toes. Touch your nose. Oh, there goes your free will. Just something to think about. But my point is, guys, when it comes to life, you have a seedling. All I have is a banana. You have a seedling, and you have a big oak tree. Aristotle would hold up an acorn seed, and he would ask his class, what do I have in my hand? And Aristotle did not want his class to say an acorn seed. He wanted them to say an acorn tree, because through the gravitational DNA of that acorn seed, in practical terms, it would turn into an acorn tree. But a little acorn seedling sitting next to a big, giant, old, or mature is the word I'm looking for, acorn tree, that acorn tree, no matter what that acorn tree tells that little acorn seedling has to go through all of the ups and downs that we all go through, or I say phases in life. He's just going through a phase. He's going to get out of that party phase eventually. We all went through that slutty whore phase in college and high school, if you want to admit it or not. Don't try to bullshit me. Excuse my language, I'm sorry, but don't try to lie to me. Okay, I had friends in high school from all groups. I was one of the very few lucky kids that had friends in high school and college from all demographics. So don't try to lie to me. I know even the best pastors' daughters are sending nudies in high school. Every high school kid's gonna go, and this is the wise parent versus the foolish parent. The foolish parent's going to try controlling and forcing their kid to do what they want. And the more you try to control and force, the more you're going to push it away. If you don't believe me, you'll learn the hard way. Just like another boy had to learn the hard way. Now, myself, I will tell you this, guys. I'm at the point where I'm realizing, why am I going to make videos like these about wisdom, life wisdom? People are not going to listen. People are going to watch it and they're going to say, wow, that's amazing. But people aren't going to apply it to their life. Why? Because life is exactly that. People have to learn the hard way. They have to learn the hard way. And people, above all, have to discover themselves on the inside. This is why I say it over and over again. You are a 400 trillion to 1 miracle. Just like Kobe Bryant said. And myself, I will agree. He said, I discovered myself on the inside from within, and that was when I really started to realize there was more to life than myself, there was more to life than myself. I realized the same thing. I started to realize, hey, wait a moment, I am the highest form of life, and life is all that there is. The trees, the plants, the animals, all vibrate on 528 hertz. And I want to go into some knowledge, because knowledge is practical, and knowledge can actually help you. Okay, this is not wisdom, this is knowledge. I will throw in some practical wisdom here and there, maybe as sprinkles or the cherry on top, but I want to focus on knowledge. You have the love frequencies, and you start from the 100s, the 200s, and the 300s. This is the first category. Take some notes if you want to take some notes. You have the lower frequencies, the lower hertz, the 100s, 200s, and 300s. Then you have the middle frequencies, 432 hertz, 528, and 639. And then you start to climb, after you hit 639, you start to climb to the higher frequencies. 741, 852, and 963. Don't ever believe or listen to somebody that talks about other frequencies or makes some radical theories or claims that are unproven, that, 33 hertz and 333 hertz and 3,333 hertz is just going to give you some magical benefit that I myself just felt one night when I was half drunk. The reason I am going to stand here and teach you about these love and miracle tones is because they've been tested. There are actually billionaires that listen to the love frequencies every single morning when they wake up. And when I say listen, you need to understand what I really mean is meditate. You need to understand how to meditate. You literally need to breathe in from your little tippy toes, or some of you have big tippy toes, I don't want to see them though. You need to literally breathe in from your tippy toes, through your private parts, and I'm not going to get graphic, but you need to breathe in through your private parts, and you need to breathe into your stomach. Then you need to breathe in through your solar plexus. Then you need to breathe into your throat, into your nose, and then you need to visualize and connect to what you're meditating with. And you need to do that again, and then you need to hold it. And then you need to do it again and hold it even longer. You literally need to fill your energy and turn into the avatar. Literally, not the blue avatar, the bald avatar. I'm not going to tell you to start doing Naruto symbols and crazy shit. No, excuse my language. You need to breathe in and literally fill your energy, guys. Energy is all that there is, right? And I'm going to get more scientifical before we start going down the rabbit hole. When you stare at the back of somebody's head, what happens? You don't need to physically touch them. Seriously, guys. You don't need to physically touch them. You just stare at the back of somebody's head and what happens? They turn around, right? When you die, when you physically die, your body still lets off an energetic heat signature. When you think about somebody without even physically doing anything, just thinking about them, they call you sometimes. During the space landing, they would be practicing or going around the moon, and they would literally communicate out in outer space through their minds. You can look it up. Fact check me all day long. So energy is all that there is, right? 528 hertz flows through just not the plants and the trees, but out into the galaxy and the stars. Therefore, this is how the law of attraction works. One of the 12 universal laws, the law of attraction. There's 12 universal laws, but the law of attraction, which I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to, the higher your vibration or your frequency, because energy is all that there is. This is what it means when you understand and you love yourself from within. When you love yourself from within, you're letting go of the physical world. Now you're starting to embrace your emotional mind, your mental health, whatever synonym you want to use. Your vibration, the higher your vibration is, the quicker you're going to manifest. Watch my video on how to increase your vibration, how to manifest instantly. This is why billionaires meditate to the higher frequencies. Okay, 639 hertz, 741 hertz, 852 hertz, and 963 hertz. These are the higher frequencies that are associated with your pineal gland. And your pineal gland is what's associated with your third eye, or awakening, or higher conscious, just being aware and awakened. Whatever synonym you want to use. If you want to use a practical scientific term, let's use the pineal gland. If you want to use a hippie word, let's use the third eye. But anyways, your pineal gland activates and is stimulated through these higher frequencies when you meditate to them. And this is why billionaires every single morning, not all billionaires, but a lot of billionaires, will meditate to these higher frequencies. What's that really big investor guy? I don't know. But me myself, okay? Me myself, good old Seiluke, right? International nonprofit owner, traveling the world, international business owner, investor, author, and many more things, curing diseases around the world. I like to listen to 528 hertz, okay? And the reason is because all of life, including the galaxy and the stars and the rainbows, vibrate on 528 hertz. Therefore, I like to meditate to 528 hertz. It's kind of like practical or spiritual common sense, right? It's kind of like spiritual common sense, because I'm like, wait a moment. If all of the stars and the trees and the plants vibrate on 528 hertz, what frequency do you want to meditate to, I wonder? Or which one of the miracle tones do you want to meditate to? Now, the lower frequencies, the lower range, the 100s and the 200s and even the 300s are associated with physical recovery, physical regeneration, and use some spiritual common sense. The lower the frequency or the vibration, it's going to be associated with the physical world. This is why these higher frequencies and these higher vibrations are associated with the pineal gland and, a higher conscience, because they're a higher frequency. And a lot of people say, well, wait a moment, Seiluke. What if we listen to like 9,000 and we went like over 9,000 into Super Saiyan mode? Thankfully, this kind of worked out. Do I have a Dragon Ball Z on this guy? This is the Airbnb I'm staying at right now. I don't think Dragon Ball Z or Goku is on there. But what happens if I go to like 9,000 hertz or like 10,000 hertz? This is the issue. Now you're getting into the health industry. And I've worked with naturopathic doctors. That's now a multi-billion-dollar industry and growing even faster every single month and week. The health industry, without making another 30-minute video, there's a reason they call it dark pharma. There's a reason they call it the dark pharmaceutical companies. There's a reason why they're all owned by the same family that owns the media and the news commercials that sit there and replicate in people's subconscious minds all of these medical problems between the commercials on the nightly news. There's a reason why. However, there are some unbiased studies that yes, 10,000 hertz and these super mega high frequencies can cure and kill cancer cells. And of course, it's never going to go mainstream. Of course, it's never going to become huge. It's going to break out here in these next couple of years as sound therapy continues to become more mainstream and accepted and push back against these few families that are, feeding and harvesting off of the poor, ignorance of the world, just like they are right now. But these higher frequencies, 10,000 hertz and these mega frequencies, yes, they can evaporate a lot of health issues. By the way, I bought 2 puppies for you guys who don't know. 2 pit bull puppies. She's saying hi. She's saying my name is Blanca, and I have a lot of energy, and I like to chew things up, and I like to go poop a lot, and I like to eat a lot. She's done. Now, how do you apply this to your life? Every single morning, what I like to do and what you can do is you want to listen to positive affirmations, morning affirmations, right when you first wake up. Don't go to Facebook, don't go anywhere else, but when you first open your eyes, go to YouTube, positive morning affirmations, listen to one for about 5-10 minutes, then meditate for 5-10 minutes to whatever miracle tone or love frequency of your choice, and your day will be phenomenal. If you're at work and you're feeling stressed out, your coworkers are just driving you bonkers, you just need to hit something, but you can't because you're at work, go to the bathroom. We all do it. We've all done it. Sit on the toilet and listen to, guess what? This time it's going to be different. This time you're listening to the love frequencies. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds freaky, but it works. 741 hertz is associated with your emotional body, your emotional state of being, and it works. And I say it like that because I've used it too many times to count. And that's why they use that term, the emotional cleansing frequency, or it's associated with that, and also curing infections and other swines or health problems. Go to the bathroom when you're at work, or go into your room if you're at the house and you're feeling you just like this dog will not stop barking. I'm gonna go crazy. Put in your headphones, pull up 741 hertz, breathe in through your feet, your private parts, your solar plexus, and meditate to 741 hertz. You'll walk out of that bathroom a couple minutes later, your coworkers are going to be like, why are you smiling? What's so funny? Like, what's so good? Did so-and-so finally get fired? I don't want to go beyond this range of frequencies, guys. Like I said, you're getting into a whole world. You're going down the rabbit hole of things that are not proven or just a bunch of claims. If you like to play around with those things, be careful. Because you're dealing with your entire energetic being, which gets very dangerous if you're playing around with a YouTube channel that bought a bunch of fake subscribers and likes, which unfortunately, is 99% of the self-help industry nowadays, or fitness industry, or self-help guru industry is nowadays. Subliminal affirmation creators, unfortunately that's what it is. They buy fake likes, buy fake comments, buy fake subscribers. So be careful, because your emotional and energetic being, you fuck it up once, or excuse my language, you mess it up once, you're dealing with a whole entire world of collateral damage. I love all of you guys. These are the love frequencies, or the miracle tones explained. Like I said, energy is all that there is, guys. That's the biggest thing you need to take away. Second biggest takeaway is the lower frequencies. I saw a lizard running across my wall earlier. That was new. The lower frequencies are associated with physical recovery. Middle tones are what life vibrates on. Higher frequencies, the pineal gland. Choose which one works for you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you which one the best one is when that's not a fact, right? That's me talking out of my butt or an opinion. I've given you the facts. I've given you the scientific truth. Choose which ones work best for you. Like I said, mine is 528, and there's a reason when you go out into nature, you feel amazing. When you go out away from this city, you feel great, and that's because all of life, the plants, the trees, all vibrate on 528 hertz, the miracle frequency. That's how it works. But you don't need to go out into nature, and there's a reason I don't listen to mainstream music anymore. I only listen to the love frequencies and subliminal affirmations, and I feel great. My Instagram feed, I'll prove it. I don't talk. When you tell one untruth, you're screwing over not just that one person, but all of life. It's a ripple effect. Don't do it. This is my Instagram feed. Well, that's an ad. That's an ad. Don't get that's an Instagram ad, but yeah, you get the point. Beautiful houses, some vacations, adorable little boy with a cat on his head. I'll even get more personal. I got nothing to hide. This is my saved collections. Very top, you got some beautiful art, some ballet. By the way, I love ballet. I'm going to start taking lessons soon. Right where we left off, you got some more beautiful traveling pictures, some more beautiful ballet art, more traveling pictures. That's basically all you get. My point is this. Decide what you're going to put on your Instagram page. Make it beautiful. Make it artistic. Get rid of all of that bullshit propaganda. And put on some love. Put on the good. A billion souls. A billion souls have meditated to the love frequencies or miracle tones over the last 4 years. And of course they don't talk about it on the mainstream news owned by one family. I wonder why. Common sense is not that common anymore. That trillions of dollars were donated to nonprofits last year. Put on all of this good. Put on all of this goodness that's happening in the world on your Instagram and your Facebook, and delete all of the other garbage. Your life is so short. Your life is so short. You don't even know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. Your life is short. Why are you going to waste it consuming and putting in your subconscious mind which controls your reality? Why are you going to put a bunch of garbage inside of it? Put some good things in it. Cut out all the garbage music and start meditating to the love frequencies. Start listening, meditating to the love frequencies. The higher frequencies are associated with creativity. When I make my subliminal affirmations, I listen to the higher frequencies associated with the pineal gland. When I am doing just general meditations or just working on something more simple that does not involve creativity, I listen to 528 hertz. But I like to listen to 3 at a time. You can maximize your time in life, guys, if you get creative. Creativity is what creates. Obviously, that's why it's called creativity. Creativity allows us to fly from North America to South America instead of driving a car. What are you doing? You're maximizing your time. Amazon Prime turned into the empire that it is now, to say the least. I wonder how they did it. Amazon Prime. Maximize your time. Get creative, guys. Listen to the miracle tones. 3 or 4. All of them at the same time. And find the one that works for you. I love all of you guys. This is the miracle tones. I'm going to work on some subliminal affirmations. We're at over 300 now. I'm focusing more on the health side of things. I really want to help people save their lives or change their lives, guys. Physical subliminals for like eyes and those kinds of things. I'm sorry, it doesn't interest me. It's not going to help change the world. I'm going to continue focusing on the health subliminals and requests. I love all of you guys. I wish you all the very best. Meditate and explore these love frequencies that brought this entire planet to life. Next time you make love with your significant other or love to yourself, listen to 639 hertz. 639 hertz is associated with relationships. Relationships are all not just romantic, but relationships in general are associated with 639 hertz. Okay, that's a bonus pointer that I just gave you. Find one that works for you guys. I'm going to work on some subliminal affirmations after I eat first. I love all of you guys.